Do you know how it feels to have full control and responsibility for your own life? Well, this is how it feels. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I want to thank everyone who left a lovely comment on my previous video. You guys are amazing. In today's video, I am going to talk about how to take responsibility and take back control of your life. But before I dive into this video, I want you to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video, which is about the human ego and how it controls your life. The things I'm about to talk about in this video, you may already know or you may not even know, but it's always good to give this kind of subject a refresh. Now, responsibility is a great subject because it's different for each and every person. It is not black and white where you know exactly what to do. And this video may be a little confrontational, and if it is, I think it's time to have an ego check. Recently in my life, this is a subject that I have had to take on, and I didn't really understand it until a few months ago. Since then, I have been becoming better and better. Now, the way I understand responsibility is response and ability. Basically, you have the ability to respond to stuff like your thoughts, your choices, stuff that happens to you, and your self-image. Another thing is responsibility is not given, it is taken. So it's a choice for you to decide and take it. It takes a lot of courage to take on full, complete responsibility, but that's what we want to be. We want to be courageous enough to take it on, because it not only gives you a direction, an aim, ambition in life, you also become happier because you have full control, you know? The first question you want to answer is, if you were wherever you wanted to be in life, what would that look like? And answering this question, remember that your past does not equal to your future. Being responsible can be as simple as telling the truth about what you think or how you feel, instead of telling a white lie that you have to keep straight until you get eventually caught up into it. It can be as simple as cleaning after yourself and not leaving a mess for somebody else. It can be a lot of simple little things. A few things that we are fully responsible for are our lives, obviously, our thoughts. Our thoughts are our reality, and it's completely possible for us to reframe them and perceive them differently. Our aim, like where do I want to go, where do I want to be, short term and long term. Our attitude, an open-minded, positive and enthusiastic attitude is a very good one because we allow ourselves to learn and grow. Our choices, the real responsibility here comes when we have to deal with the results that come from our choices and our decisions. Our friendships and our relationships, like we have to make time for them. Our situation, yes, most times it's not your fault that you are somewhere that you do not want to be in your life, but it's our responsibility, and it is your responsibility on how you feel about it and the actions that you are going to take. We don't choose what happens to us in life, but we can and should choose how we respond to it. Another thing is our attention. It's our attention, like the things we give attention to, and your attention is something that you should be guarding because there's a lot of distractions today, and so on and so forth. Now, here are a few tips on how to be more responsible. The first one I would say is owning up our mistakes. When you find yourself in a situation where you have made a mistake, I get it, it's hard to admit to it. Sometimes it's even harder to admit it to ourselves because it is scary. But it takes full courage to actually admit to that mistake and own up to it. It is very easy to come up with someone or something to blame, but that's just admitting to being irresponsible. We are humans, we learn by trial and error, but we learn even more when the errors are more clear. Number 2 is speaking up. When you don't like how a certain task is carried out, do it yourself or consult the person who did it wrong right away. By consulting, you offer guidance and a chance to come to a better solution. Number 3 is excuses. Excuses and justifications are going to get you frustrated eventually. The biggest excuses are coming up with stories about why you couldn't do something, especially for yourself. Excuses like, I don't have time. Like, are you being responsible with your time? Everyone has 24 hours in a day. How come some people are more successful than other people? I get it with situations and circumstances, but then those people are actually being responsible with their time and managing it well. Number 4 is letting go of the victim mentality. Now, it is said that the victim mentality develops as a result of physical, emotional, and other needs not have been met during childhood, and it is fueled by the stubborn human ego that I'm going to talk about in my next video. Make sure you're turning on your notification bells. And overcoming this mentality is simply by becoming aware of it. Now, a few signs to look out for just to become aware of this kind of mentality are refusing to look at other people's perspective because some may think that theirs is the best perspective. Another thing is feeling attacked when given constructive criticism. Another thing is expectation. Expectations for sympathy are very high. Victims develop this negative outlook where they believe that everyone is out to get them and bring them down. They always attach a negative connotation to what someone says, no matter how neutral it is, which is kind of insane. After self-awareness of this mentality, I myself in the past, must take full responsibility for the power of your own mind, disown self-pity, and shift slowly from victim to survivor. Let me know in the comments below about how you become aware of this kind of mentality, or someone else. At the end of the day, we must take full responsibility and initiative for ourselves and stop blaming what we are able to change. This life is 100% your responsibility, my responsibility, and you might want to watch my video, which I linked in the description below, on how to build a strong mental muscle, because I feel like taking on responsibility requires some sort of mental toughness. And please leave a comment below on how you are taking full responsibility for your life. Like this video if you thought it was helpful, or dislike if you didn't like this video, but you can only get away with that if you comment your reason why you did not like this video, so I can try to understand your point of view. And share and subscribe for more deep topics on personal development. Thank you guys. Bye.